Frankie Lee and Judas Priest, they're the best of friends. So when Frankie Lee needed money one day, Judas quickly pulled out a roll of tens, and he placed them on a footstool just above the plotted plain, saying, "Take your pick, old Frankie boy, my loss will be your gain." Well, Frankie Lee, he sat right down, he put his fingers to his chin. With the cold eyes of Judas on him, his head began to spin. "Could you please not stare at me like that? It's just my foolish pride. And sometimes a man must be alone, and this ain't no place to hide." "Well, all right then," said Judas. "Well, all right, I'll leave you here. But you better hurry up, choose the bills you want before they all disappear. Well, I'm gonna start my picking right now. Just tell me where you'll be." And Judas pointed down the road. He said, "Frankie, eternity." "Eternity," said Frankie Lee, with a voice as cold as ice. "Yeah, that's right," said Judas, "eternity, but you might call it paradise." "No, I don't call it anything," said Frankie Lee with a smile. "Well, all right then," said Judas, "I'll see you after a while." Well, Frankie Lee, he sat back down. He's feeling low and mean. Well, just then a passing stranger, that he burst upon the scene. "Are you Frankie Lee the gambler, whose father is deceased?" "Well, if you are, there's a fella calling you down the road, and they say his name is Priest." "Well, oh yes, he is my friend," said Frankie Lee in fright. "I do recall him very well. In fact, he just left my sight." "Yeah, that's the one," said the stranger, "he's quiet as a mouse. Well, my message is he's down the road and he's stranded in a house." Well, Frankie Lee, he panicked and he dropped everything and ran until he came on to the spot where Judas Priest did stand. "What kind of house is this," he said, "where I've come to roam?" "It's not a house," said Judas, "it's not a house, it's a home." Well, Frankie Lee, he trembled, and he soon lost all control over everything that he had made while the mission bells did toll. And he just stood there staring at that big house as bright as any sun, with 24 windows and a woman's face there in every one. Well, up the stairs ran Frankie Lee with a soulful bounding leap, and foaming at the mouth, he began to make his midnight creep. For 16 nights and days he raved, but on the 17th he burst into the arms of Judas Priest, which is where he died of thirst. Well, no one tried to say a thing as they took him out in jest, except, of course, the little neighbor boy who took his soul to rest. And he just walked along alone with his guilt so well concealed, and muttered underneath his breath that nothing is revealed. Well, the moral of this story and the moral of this song is simply one should never be where one does not belong. So if you see your neighbor carrying something, help him with his load. And don't go mistaking paradise for that home across the road.